All right, Scorpio, here we go. Mid-August 2021 for the sign of Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Mid-August stretches from about now, August 13th. I'm doing this video. Straight up through probably the first week of September. Okay. What's going on in my pre-shuffle before we get started? This is the preamble to our whole reading. It's about somebody, a soulmate. Well, I get two things off this card, but I'll give you the main thing. We'll just go with that. Someone thinks this might be done. I think it might be done. That's what I thought too when I saw this card initially. I took a peek. And they want the King of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords, but there's an Empress there too. And the Moon. Somebody thinks this might be done, but they also want to save it. But they also don't want to reveal too much. That's what that Moon is. They know they need to tell the truth, but it's kind of a back and forth thing. It might be done, but I think I can save it because I'm magnetically pulled to it. That Empress is, well, let's face it, the Empress is the best hits in the tarot. So, right there. Somebody thinks this might be done, but they also think they might be able to save it with some communication. I don't know. That's just the pre-shuffle. Who knows where these things go? I take it from a neutral perspective. I'm sitting in a field right now. And I'm asking the universe, as I shuffle the deck, give me Scorpio. This current soulmate cycle from the angle of Scorpio here in mid-August. Where are we going? Well, yeah. Before the cut, I got the Five of Swords. That picture tells 1,000 words. Oh, there's you in the background. You see you over by my thumb? That's you. Come on, reach out. Reach out. I don't know. This might be done. It's not done. Not with that Empress there, it isn't. That's a magnetic pole. We've been seeing it and seeing it and seeing it here in August. Energy updates and stuff. Yep, right there. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the flow of water. It's the flow of emotion. It's magic. It's a very powerful card. And give the Two of Cups a run for its money any day of the week. It's union. They want to try to fix this. Let's see where we go here. All right, so far so good. I don't know. Let's give the deck a final shuffle for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll get an overall energy. I'll stick it right here and we'll pull ourselves a reading. Let's go. Scorpio, mid-August. Soulmate energies. Okay. Somebody wants to work on it with you. Eight of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting off the card. This card can mean 100 different things. But it's the same theme. They want to maybe revive, I don't know, fix this. Someone's been working on themselves. Someone's been focusing on their coins. Maybe you, maybe them. I don't know. We got to pull a reading still. What's the energy underneath this? I was pull it. Yeah, look at that. Justice. Somebody wants to fix this. I was right the first time. How dare you question me? Old energy reader like me. I know what I'm doing. Right here. It's funny, everybody in my life runs people by me. Anybody going out with anybody, meeting somebody new, they always want to bring them over. So let Steve meet them. Well, old Steve here is going to tell you this Justice card in your reading means things go your way here if you're waiting to hear from this person. Let's pull a reading. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here's how your person feels. Right here's how they feel about you. Right here's the hidden energy. And right here's the final outcome. I'm going to clarify everything. Throw some universe cards over the top. If I think we need to extend this one, I will. Haven't needed to extend too many in the mid-month readings. The universe been pretty clear in these readings. But who knows? So let's find out. Right here's the energy around the connection. Where's this Eight of Pentacles going? Where's this? Is everything we've seen so far, everything we've talked about has led up to this moment. Yeah, they're up in their head about it. Eight of Swords, freaking out. Somebody's having a freak out. That's the message I get from that. Damn, it's hot as a motherfucker today. I'm like sweating my ass off. Good thing you're not here. It smells like a gym sock in here. Right here. Somebody's freaking out. Freaking out. Scorpio. That's what I get off that. Because that Ten of Swords was the first card, my pre-shuffle card, the first card that comes out is very powerful. That's just me and the universe having a chat before I hit the record button. I never used to show you guys that card. I started doing it a few months ago because I thought, what the hell? Well, freaking out. How do they feel? And their emotions. That's the energy around the connection. It's frantic. It's frantic energy. Somebody wants to work on this. They've done some work on themselves too. I think they want to show you that. I don't know. How do they feel? Oh my goodness. In their emotions, how they feel. Ace of Swords. They've realized some truths. Realized they should have worked on this with you before. In part, with that Ten of Swords there. Also, they probably realized something I said in passing that I felt from the energy, which is that Empress is a magnetic pole. And I showed you the Empress. I even called it the best tits in the tarot. It is. And it's a magnetic pole. This person's realized how important you are, and they fucked you off way in the beginning. They blew you off, didn't they? Or you wouldn't be here. It's probably obvious. I'm not the amazing Kreskin for saying that, but no, they did. It's very clear here in the energy that they regret what they did. And they're all up in their head about it, telling themselves stories about what Scorpio might do, might not do, all that stuff. Okay, well, how do they feel about you and their emotions? How do they feel about you specifically? Not what they show you, not what they tell you, because that's bullshit. Yeah, just what I just got done saying. The Hierophant. They didn't realize your value. Now they do. Now they see your value. Ace of Swords is the center of my reading. This is the center card in my whole reading. It is how they feel inside. Whether they're honest with themselves about it or not. I think they are, because it's Ace of Swords. The Hierophant is bookending the Eight of Swords. This is why they're freaking out. They blew off the Pope, the Guru, the person who they probably could have had a spiritual connection with. It would have been very special. It would have been terrific. It would have been wonderful. Notice I'm using the phrase would have been. Why? Because we opened with the Ten of Swords. So obviously something's gone wrong here. But that Empress energy won't let them go away. And that's part of what this Eight of Swords is about. It's sort of a prison of the mind. Right here. Either you or this connection changed who this person is, and we see it a lot. We only see it for a few signs, but you're one of them. We definitely see it for all the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You guys were definitely the guru for your person, teaching them what love is. Mostly because most of you are dealing with an air sign or a fire sign, which which water signs attract like crazy, like moths to a flame. Because you fill in a gap that they're missing. You add the nice. You add the nice, right? That's it. That's really the easiest way to put it. Hidden energy. What's the universe want us to know here? I say us because I'm in this with you. Because I have to dive into your soulmate connection to do these readings. I feel you. I feel you. This is frustrating, isn't it? Right here. Hidden energies. This person's frustrating. Hidden energies. Red with this Eight of Swords. What's the universe want to tell us here? Page of Swords. They're spying. Part of how they learned was through spying. I see this a lot with the water signs as well. I see this a lot. You might want to check the other water sign videos. I see this a lot. So they spied. They blew you off. Here's the story. They blew you off and Scorpio, whatever. And they start spying. They turn back around. They start spying. And they like what they're seeing, which sends them into a tizzy. Here you go. They learned from this connection. They learned from your actions. They learned from how you are. They learned, if nothing else, that you were something very special that they blew off. And they know it. The Ace of Swords in their emotions says they know it. They may not be admitting it on the outside, but they know it. They did a lot of spying. They still are. Every time they spy, these two cards are read together. Every time they spy on you, either energetically or on like social media and shit like that, it sends them more and more into batshit crazy, freak out. Probably because you're pretty awesome. I got a few friends that are Scorpios. They're pretty awesome people. I imagine you're pretty awesome. Hidden energy. Final outcome. Red with this Ace of Swords. This ought to be interesting. What's the final outcome here? Where are we going? Victory. See? I knew it wasn't going to be a bad card. That's why I said this is pretty interesting. I'm not a psychic. I can't tell what card's coming up, but I know if it's good or bad. And I knew we weren't going to get a bad card off the Ace of Swords. This person has realized how special you are, and they know it. They know the truth. They may not admit it. Our final outcome is some sort of victory coming here. It's minor arcana, so they can use their free will against it, of course. I mean, they can do that too if it's major arcana, but if it's minor arcana, you know, for a good percentage of you, if you, 20, 30% of you, your person may use their free will against themselves and chicken out, for lack of a better way to put it. But for most of you, you're going to see some victory here. They really want to work on things. They think they can save it. That was the message that came from the Ten of Swords in the pre-shuffle. Well, they better get to stepping. All right, Hierophant's going to get snagged up by somebody else. Eight of Swords. Why is it here? Eight of Swords. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. The bird over here finds all this funny, but he just had a bath, so he's in a good mood. That, and he's a Pisces. He's a water sign like you. All right, here we go. Eight of Swords. It's not that fun. Stop laughing at Scorpio. Eight of Swords. I think he's probably laughing at your person. Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. While they're in this Eight of Swords, they're putting a wall around their emotions. That's why I said they may not show on the outside that they know that that you're the Hierophant and you're something special. They may not show it on the outside. There's a wall around, a pretense of just a wall, a fortress around this person a little bit. Nine of Wands. Everybody's a little weary here, right? Eight of Swords, they're still really, and behind that wall, they're all up in their head, feeling like their hands are tied and they're blindfolded, but it's all in their head. They're not. They could break free of that. Why is the Nine of Wands here? The Hermit. When the Hermit falls on top of the Eight of Swords in any card here, it's overthinking. So they're behind a wall in this Eight of Swords and they're overthinking. They really are. They know, and right here, this is the next card. I told you, they know that you're very special, that you did something very special. You changed their life in some way. They're aware. The Hermit here, you're the beacon in the storm. This is as close to a lighthouse card as we can get in the Lightseer deck, which I still find amusing. I would think the Lightseer deck would have had a damn lighthouse somewhere in it. But anyway, whatever. Right here, there's your lighthouse. You're the beacon in the storm. They know. All right. What's this Ace of Swords about? What's this Ace of Swords about? What do we got? This is not funny. It's not a funny reading. He's laughing at your soulmate. I think he probably should. He's going to lighten the energy here and bring them right to you. All right. All right. Take it easy there. He a Pisces, you know. All right. Here we go. Ace of Swords. All right. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Yeah, I said they're not showing it on the outside. Four of Cups. I felt that in a tower, and it's causing a tower. Oh man, yeah, they're not listening to their inside. Which on the inside they know that you're something special. You're the Hierophant. That they blew off the Pope. That it's part of what this Eight of Swords is about. They know all of this. Ace of Swords telling us they know. I said they weren't showing it. I felt that in the energy. Four of Cups. They're just like, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. Right? Yeah, and it all causes a fucking tower. Causes their nuts to blow clean off, just like this squirrel right here. A little tree falling on them. It affects their world completely. It affects them. It affects them in the world. They might be grumpy to other people sometimes. This person's very off and on with this connection. They're very in and out. And when they're out, they're probably a little bit grumpy or a little bit depressed. Why is the Hierophant here? How do they feel? Well, we know why the Hierophant's here. Just tell me more about how they feel about Scorpio. What's going on here? Tell me about this Hierophant. Okay. Yeah, Page of Cups. I'm going to pull the next one too. King of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. You're irreplaceable. The King of Pentacles on top of the Hierophant. It is unreal. This energy right here is long-term stability. This is how they feel about you. They feel you're long-term, stable. You're someone they could count on, have the big nice dog with, you know, that kind of thing. Right here, Page of Cups, they owe you an apology. They want to bring you some love. They're not sure if they're good enough. I got them representing as a Page of Cups. I got you representing as the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles here. This right here, this is nervous. That's part of this Tower. They're nervous to even come in. That's why they do this. They're nervous to even talk to you. They're afraid how you're going to respond to them. I believe they are with the Four of Cups. And that's part of all this. The Eight of Swords. This is part of why they put a wall around their emotions. And they're overthinking. They're overthinking this whole thing. Just come in. And it's all because of spying. Spying is negative energy. It's negative energy because it leads to misunderstandings. People inject their feelings, their moods, their biases into the words they read. You might, for example, on social media say something innocent that you think is cheeky or funny. And somebody else, if they're having a bad day, if they feel bad about themselves or something like that, they'll take it the wrong way and freak out. Hell, we see it on my Twitter feed all the time. You know, people misunderstand and freak out and that kind of thing. I mean, it's funny. It's why spying is bad. It's why it just is. Spying's caused up half the problems here. The other half is your person's hang-ups. But let's see here. Page of Swords. All right. Why is the Page of Swords here? High Priestess. Yeah, they're secrets. The High Priestess keeps things quiet. Holds the cards close to the vest. Again, High Priestess is red with the Nine of Wands. They're behind a wall. Their emotions are behind a wall. They're keeping everything inside. They're keeping everything inside and spying. And the more they spy, the more they get in their head about it. And the more they get in their head about it and look away from the truth of the situation, the more their nuts get blown off. Like this poor little squirrel. Right there. Little squirrel friend. All right. High Priestess, why is it here? Yeah. And the whole thing, all this overthinking, leaves them out in the cold. They're spying because they feel out in the cold. They're not sure how to come in and get it. I told you that in the beginning as part of the pre-shuffle and the cutting of the deck. I told you they're not sure how to come in and fix this, but they want to fix it. This whole reading is them wanting to show you how they've changed and wanting to fix it and put in the work and all that. But they're not sure they're even in your league. You know, you're the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant, and there's some Page of Cups. The end here, the universe is emphatic that there is a potential for victory here. Six of Wands is transformation and victory after a long battle. Let's see what we got here. What's our final on this? This first card is going to be read with the Four of Cups, FYI. So, but it's all off of the Six of Wands. So let's see what we got here. All right. Well, perfect card. I love it when a plan comes together. You know, this is what I like about tarot. It's real. The story makes sense. Especially, you know you got the right shuffle. You know you've dialed in the energy when it makes sense. It's the Queen of Wands. I told you it's red with the Four of Cups. It's pretense. It's them on the outside doing this. Or pretending everything's happy, happy, happy. But on the inside, it's something else. The Queen of Wands hides what's on the inside. It's all that passion. They have a lot of passion for you. But they reflect in the outside world as this. You know? I mean, seriously. But I think this Tower is going to push them. I think it's going to push them over the edge. Let's see what the final card is. You ready? Oh, God, I hope this... Don't laugh. I hope this is something good. Ah, it's communication, the Eight of Wands. See? I knew it was something good. There you go. It's the Eight of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands, it's coming soon. She's just about to jump in the water. She drove all the way out to Malibu from the valley. That's a fuck of a ride from the valley. And right here, she got her bathing suit on. She got the surfboard. The torches are lit. She's just about to jump in the water. Head toward that Four of Wands, that happy new beginning. Eight of Wands, communication. The Tower, every time this person hits a tower, it forces them, it makes them think they want to communicate. It's like, I want to reach out. I want to reach out. Every damn time. Right here, so the universe says, again, victory. Yeah, they're masking it a little bit. They're going to put on a little pretense. They aren't going to show you how much love. I mean, they're reflecting as a page, for God's sake. And and that's not good enough for you, maybe. You're the King of Pentacles. You're the Hierophant. You deserve better than a page. It's the best they can do. They're going to put on a fake front when they come in. There's communication here. It's showing up in the energy. Not for all of you. For some of you, I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. I don't sugarcoat my readings. It's clear in the energy that for some of you, your person will chicken out. It's very clear. It's very clear from up here that your person will chicken out. However, for the vast majority of you, you should hear from this person sometime in the near future. And they'll try to hammer things out. And they're going to be a little bit phony. They're not going to tell you everything. We got a high priestess here. They certainly don't want you to know they've been spying. So don't tell them, I've been watching Steve's Love Tarot and he said, you've been spying. So you've been spying? Don't do that. If this person's a runner, they're already afraid to come in and fix this. They will book it for the hills if they think you know that they've been spying or that they love you more than they're putting out. Just pretend you don't know anything. My advice to people when dealing with other people is always to play dumb. I like to come across, I am far from it. I have a fairly decent IQ. I am always somebody who, at the very least, in a new situation around people, pretends to be the dumbest person in the room. Because that's where I get to find out how people are. I let on that I know nothing. I don't walk right up and say, I'm an energy reader. And you're this and that, and you've got childhood trauma. Oh, okay, I see your parents divorced. You've got abandonment issues. I don't do that. I just keep my mouth shut and let people be themselves. That's what you need to do with this person. Just keep your mouth shut. You get a lot of inside information from tarot readers all over YouTube. Just keep your mouth shut. Pretend you don't know anything. Pretend you don't know they love you as much as they do when they really do. Pretend you don't know about these tower moments and this denial over here. Pretend you don't know about the overthinking. Pretend. The life-changing things that this connection's done for them. Just pretend you don't know. Let them talk and let them whatever. It's good advice. Do what you want to do, but it's always good advice. Play a little High Priestess back on them. The High Priestess doesn't reveal her hand. Keep your cards close to the vest too. Just listen. Let them talk and then respond. Always be water. Water takes the shape of anything you pour it in. Alright? Be like that. Be like water. It's actually something Bruce Lee used to teach, for those of you that are Bruce Lee fans. It's the whole concept of his fighting style, in fact. It isn't a style. There is no style. When you conform to a style, you're stuck in a style. Just be water. Whatever it's poured into, it takes the shape of. So however this person shows up, you take the shape. You move when they move. You move as they do. Let them make a move, then you make a move. That kind of thing. That's the best way to play a person like this, is I can read the energy. Otherwise, they're going to run if you confront them with, oh, I know you really love me a lot. And I know you've been spying. They'll be gone. You'll never see them again. They'll be mortified. The Queen of Wands, mortified. Oh my God. Oh my God. That and they're a page. What else you want to tell Scorpio about this universe? Give me some cards. Give me something to tell Scorpio about what they can expect here. Alright, here we go. What do we got? They're coming. Page of Wands. They're worried about it. Nine of Swords. They're not quite sure. It's all the same messages that we've been getting. It's all the same messages. And the Eight of Cups is the last card out. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. They're spying. They're in the shadows. They're defensive. But they do want to stand up and do what's right for them. They do want to work on this. They're afraid you're gone. The Eight of Cups. They also are walking towards you. This card has two energies around it. It has their energy around it because they've got a color match here. They're walking towards you. You're the happiness. You're where the sun is, basically. But they are also, I can tell you from the energy there, as we know, because we started with the Ten of Swords, they are afraid that this might be over. They're not quite sure how to come in, and hidden underneath that was a hanged man. They're on the fence. They're on the fence because they're not quite sure. I didn't even know that was there. I thought, wow, that's wild. They're on the fence because they're not sure, again, as I've told you, they're not sure how to come in. They're not sure how you're going to react. They're not sure because they're a fucking emotional child. That's why. They're afraid to death that it's like they're coming to talk to daddy. You know, it's crazy. Or mommy. Either or, male or female, no genders in the cards. They're worried about this. This is something they think about quite often. I got both the 8 and 9 of swords. So they're up during the day and during the night. They think about this. So they think about it at work and they think about it at home. While they're watching Hogan's Heroes reruns, drinking beer, and eating pizza. That's me. But I think about you a lot too. So that would apply to me as well. Although I'm not really all up in my head about you. Page of Wands here. Very telling card. This is my party girl. It's pretty much the Fool in this Light Seer deck. The energy is very similar to the Fool card in this deck. Male or female, someone is just going to take a chance here. I think, and we see it in the final outcome with the 8 of Wands. We also see it here at the bottom of the deck with the 7 of Wands, which is somebody who's standing up and doing what's right for them. However, it is also a message that they are still spying. If they've stopped, they're about to start back up. There is a very strong energy of spying in the main energy itself that's coming back in. It's like another wave of it. It comes in waves. It's sort of an in and out energy. A lot of readers are reading it as an in and out energy. It's the spying energy. It comes in, they spy for a little while, then they freak out. It's too much for them. I can't watch this anymore. They're too terrific. I can't watch this anymore. And then they go away for a while, and then they come back. It's a repeating pattern that's been going on in this connection from the very beginning. It's amazing. So the odds are for the vast majority of you, you're going to hear from this person. Why? Because they've had their nuts blown off. That's pretty much it. By you. They're blown away by you. And they prejudged you in the beginning, I'm sure. They blew you off at some point. There's some reason this is 10 of Swords at the moment. But it's not. It's not over. And the energy is very clear and the cards are very clear. This person just needs to pull their head out of their ass and face the truth. That you mean something to them. And this is what this tower is about. This tower is red with this 8 of Wands. Once they realize that, they come rushing in. This 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords doesn't mean shit. They come rushing in. This is, the 8 of Wands is communication out of nowhere. Unexpected, passionate communication comes out of nowhere. Comes in fast. So is the Page of Wands as well. They're very curious about you. They want to know more. Look, it's even yellow like the spying energy. It's the same thing. They're very curious about you. But there's certain things they can't find out. They want to know more. So they're going to come in and find out. They're just not sure how to do it. So they're sitting on the fence right now. But that tower is going to knock them off the fence. I can't say when the tower is going to happen. It's going to happen at different times for each of you. I don't know. Might have already happened. Might be happening in an hour from now. Might be happening a week from now. I don't know. There's no time in the energy we pull from. What I can say is I tried to narrow the parameter here to mid-August, which is right now through about the first week of September-ish. So, yeah, it bodes really well. Lionsgate really ripped. Lionsgate and the new moon in Cancer back on July 10th really ripped down these walls, these emotional walls with your soulmates. Look at that wall. There ain't a lot left. There ain't a lot left of it. Pretty much any of us could get over that wall. Hell, if you're in a wheelchair and you're watching me, you could probably just drive right over that fucker. It's hardly anything we need to get the Hulk or Superman to come and help us break down. I mean, it's no big deal, you know? It's no big deal. It's a very thin wall. So, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. I hope this reading was helpful to you. I'm not going to extend it. There's no reason. It's all here. I mean, there's nothing else to say. They're on the fence. And the universe didn't want to talk about any third party. They might have one. If they do, they're not interested in that. They're only interested in you. You're the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. There's nothing better than this. The only thing that would have made this even better is if I got the Queen of Pentacles too. I mean, other than that, and the Empress, we already got the Empress. So far in this reading, you've reflected as the Empress, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. I don't know if they are in a third party, like a marriage kind of thing. I don't know who the fuck they're married to, but Jesus Christ, there aren't any cards left to beat that hand. You're going to win in that poker game. I'll tell you what. So, I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers and everybody who shares. I will keep an eye on the energies. If they change, there will be an energy update. So keep your eyes on my feed. All right. There you go. Good luck, Scorpio.